You probably think you know what a potato looks like. Round, pale, boring. The kind of thing nobody thinks twice about. But somewhere in the Andes, there are potatoes that are jet black on the outside and ghost white on the inside, a contrast that seems almost impossible. There are potatoes named llama's nose and returning to mother's arms. There are over 4,000 varieties, and almost none look like what's in your kitchen. The story begins beside the highest navigable lake on Earth. More than 8,000 years ago, Andean people domesticated the potato here. They didn't find one potato, they found dozens of wild species and got to work. Through patient selection over thousands of years, they transformed weeds into wonders. Each altitude, each microclimate, each valley produced its own unique variety. Let's talk about the colors, because this is where things get extraordinary. The papa purpura, deep purple skin, beloved by Inca royalty for centuries. When cooked, it transforms. The flesh turns a striking shade of blue. The papa amarilla, golden, buttery, with a texture that nearly melts on your tongue. It's the queen of Peruvian cuisine, the soul of a perfect causa limeña. The papa peruanita, small, multicolored, pink and yellow swirled together like marble. The papa huayro, purple-skinned, deeply dimpled, earthy and intensely flavored. And then there are black potatoes, almost too dark to believe they're real. Cut one open, and the inside is pale white. The contrast is almost impossible. Color is only half the story. The shapes are equally astonishing. Some look like fingers, some like twisted horns, some like faces from old mythology. Farmers gave them names like llama's nose and returning to mother's arms. These names weren't whimsy, they were records, a language written in tubers. Peruvian potato fields exist at elevations most crops would simply refuse to grow. Some varieties survive where the temperature drops below freezing every single night. Each altitude demanded a different adaptation, a different tuber, a different story. And farmers didn't just survive at altitude, they thrived and created botanical wonders. But growing food at altitude creates one enormous problem: winter. Andean farmers solved it with one of history's most elegant food technologies. They left potatoes to freeze solid overnight in the mountain air. Then, at dawn, they walked across them, pressing out every drop of water. Sun-dried for days, the result was Chuño, storable for up to 15 years. It was the world's first instant food, and it helped sustain an entire empire. Today, the best place to witness this diversity is a traditional Andean market. Mountains of tuberous in every color imaginable line the stalls like painted treasure. Vendors know each variety by feel, by smell, by the story behind every tuber. Some varieties are available for only a few weeks each year. You have to know where to look. The colors aren't just beautiful, they're chemical, and they matter for your health. Purple and blue varieties are loaded with anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants. Yellow varieties are rich in carotenoids, the same compound that makes carrots orange. These pigments weren't accidents. Thousands of years of farming selected for them. But this extraordinary diversity is quietly disappearing from the world. As global farming industrialized, thousands of native varieties were simply abandoned. The International Potato Center in Lima holds the answer, a living seed bank. Over 7,000 unique accessions of potato genetics are stored and protected here. Scientists here crossbreed varieties to create potatoes that can resist a warming world.
Let's bring this back to your kitchen, because variety isn't just historical, it's practical. For mashing, Papa Amarilla wins. It melts, it butters, it disappears into silk. For roasting, waxy varieties with firm flesh hold their shape beautifully in the oven. For a striking salad, purple potatoes hold their color after cooking every time. And for frying, starchy varieties produce that shattering crisp crust every cook dreams of. But behind every variety on every plate is a farmer who never gave up on it. In highland communities, certain families have tended the same varieties for generations. Some varieties exist in only one valley, grown by only a handful of families worldwide. When a family stops farming, a variety can vanish from the earth forever. But here is what is remarkable. 4,000 varieties still exist, because people decided they were worth keeping, because communities refused to forget. The potato you know is not the beginning of the story, it is the end of one branch. The rest of the tree, wild, strange, vivid, and irreplaceable, still waits in the Andes. Next time you reach for a potato, remember, you are holding a 10,000-year story.